Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. There's a website on the back, chroniclebooks.com, if you're interested. Supportive oracle cards are spellcasting oracle cards, and the creators are, I think it's Flavia, maybe Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. There's their names, but if you go to their website, shewhoisart.com, you can find all that stuff about them and what's going on and all that good stuff. So there's that, if you want to freeze frame there. All right. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Okay. Let's get the oracle cards. Somebody's making a decision. And we got one surprise card. Okay. You've got a lot of strong energy trying to move this forward. Is this person coming or going? What are they doing? They have somebody you're dealing with has to decide what they're doing. They're sticking in the same spot, and they're looking at something like they have plans to do something, but they're not moving. There's a lot of planning information, a lot of planning, a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, not really much doing. And whatever this is, it's not working for you, yet you seem to be looking at this like, well, it's their decision to make, so I gotta leave it up to them. Not the Hierophant. It actually, is that here? That is here. The Hermit with the Temperance. Temperance is your card, but that's the challenge card. I don't feel like you're able to really move around or express yourself like you normally would. It's like your energy and your gifts are not being utilized here. And I feel like you're waiting, kind of like, well, it's their ball of wax. They need to do something with it. This is not my responsibility. This is their responsibility, so I'm letting them stew on it and decide what they're going to do, even though they seem to not be doing anything. Is this going to come together is a good question. Because I feel like, okay, we'll do this. I'm waiting. I'm waiting as long as I can. I feel like that with the Four of Pentacles here. I'm waiting, but it's like, you see that last pentacle around the corner? It's like I can't see when it's finally going to move forward, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it to come forward. I feel like you're going to have to be the one moving it forward. I think you're going to have to push this forward. Because I'm getting the forgiveness here. That's the face down card. Like, I feel like you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's going to drive you nuts sooner or later. This person needs a little nudge forward to make a decision. It gets a little messy because I feel like they're very caught up in the thought. But they're doing other things. I feel like they're distracted. When they got the Empress next to the happiness, when it comes into this subject, I feel like they're putting their energy elsewhere. They're not doing anything with this subject. But they're very excited and very like, oh, this could be great. And they just keep thinking about it and going through different possibilities, but not doing anything. They seem to be distracted and working and helping others, doing things for others. With the Empress, because I feel like this might be another reason why you're waiting. Kind of like, well, they're doing good things over there, so I guess I can wait for this. Well, they're doing good things over there in a different spot now. Well, I guess I can wait for this. It's not like they're not moving at all. It's just they're not moving forward in this subject or this situation. And it's kind of like, well, they are very active in other things, and they are doing a lot of good with other things, but I need them to do this. I feel like that's the problem, ironically. They got this Lover card here, but I feel like they're helping everybody but themselves and everybody but this situation. And I think that's a distraction, and I almost feel like maybe that's like not a good distraction. It's kind of like, instead of taking out the trash, I'm going to do this with this person. Or instead of getting this part of the house organized, I'm going to go do that with this person. Oh, this person needs me more than that. I'll just keep putting that off. And it's kind of like things keep getting put off that they need to do for themselves, and they keep doing for others, which is not working for you. Because, again, this is something for them that you want to help with. The energy is like a little heavy here. they need to, like, I don't know, are they going to do it or are they not going to do it? That's my question. Because they got the Ace of Pentacles here. Great idea, but we got to start somewhere. Like, you can't just keep your, like, you can't, if you're going to plant something, you can't just keep the seeds over to the side and expect them to happen. You got to go outside, pick a spot, dig a hole, put stuff in there, fertilize it, water it, keep tending it, make sure it works out. You don't even keep an eye on it. Keep watering it if it doesn't get enough water. You got to take care of it. And I feel like we haven't even planted the seed. If you don't plant the seed, you can't grow anything. And they're not planting the seed. It's just kind of like, it's not going to become anything if we don't plant the seed. And they haven't. How are we going to get this to go forward? I feel like it's literally you pushing it forward. I feel like we need to start talking to this person about, how opportunities can pass by if we wait too long. I just feel like we need to make some type of point with that. Even if it's just a simple conversation, kind of like the growing season only starts, once a year. And if you wait till like summer instead of planting things in the spring, you might not get the fruit you're looking for. You might not get the vegetables you're looking for. If you plant tomatoes at the proper point in the spring, by the time summer comes, you have some delicious, beautiful tomatoes and you get a bunch of them. If you don't plant them until summer, you might get only a few or you might not get any because you waited too long. There's a growing season and I feel like you gotta make this point. It may be very simple, just kind of like, you don't want to just sit on this opportunity until it just leaves and it's gone. And I feel like when these two, the healing card and the Hierophant, it's kind of like, you got to remind this person, like, the world has rules. And I feel like you might also have to say, I want to help you, but I'm going to go on and do something else soon if you don't make up your mind. Because I feel like you might have to put a little pressure on that. Like, I want to help you. I'd say I'd said I'd help you, but I can't wait my whole life for you to move forward. You need to do something. It's almost like you're taking on the spirit guide role. It does say spirit guide there. I don't know if I'm covering it, just in case you want to see it. You have to show them, like, if you want these possibilities, if you want to choose something, now is the time. You got 2 more weeks tops. And if you don't do something in the next 2 weeks, I'm going on to something else. And I feel like you need to tell this person that. That way you're not really making the decision for them. You're just kind of making them move forward. Like, if you're going to do something, now's the time, or you're doing it without me, because I can't wait my whole life for you. This is very good. This is the motivation they need, because I feel like you give them like some type of realistic time frame. Like, I give you 2 weeks. If you're not doing something within 2 weeks, I'm moving on to something else. And it's up to you to do what you got to do on your own. You have the Lover's card here with the reconciliation. I feel like you're bringing this back together. Sometimes the Lover's card is passing the test, and I feel like you're helping them take the test so that they can pass the test. Like, I almost feel like this is good. We need to kind of put a little bit of pressure, not make decisions for them, but kind of like, listen, if you want me to help you, you got 2 weeks. Otherwise, they got to go. This is going to work. This is definitely going to work. I feel like coming forward with the 6 of Cups because I feel like they're looking back and kind of like they've missed out on opportunities before. Yeah, they got a lot of other people to help, but it's their turn to have something nice. So it's either they can move forward like you're suggesting, or they can miss out. It's up to them. If they decide they can miss out and that's okay, that's up to them. Because I see them at first kind of like a little stuck. But it's kind of like, and I don't know what choice they're going to make, they're not saying. But the 2 of Wands with the Knight of Swords is kind of like, I feel like I say this to people every now and then. Not making a choice is actually making a choice. If you just, like, if somebody says you want to come with me to the store, and that person just doesn't answer, and that person goes to the store, that non-answer was your answer. You didn't want to go. You just defaulted how you handled it. You know what I mean? Like, no answer is still an answer. Like, by opting out and not participating, that's still a choice. You're choosing to not be a part of it. So, and I feel like you're giving them that heads up. Like, listen, if you're just going to hem and haw and go back and forth and not really choose something, you're choosing to not do something is what you're actually doing. You may be telling yourself that you're just going through your choices and you're waiting to make the right choice, but knowing that your time is going to pass and you're not going to be able to do what you need to do, you're opting to let it go by. You're choosing to let it go. be sure you want to do that. And you're bringing that to the forefront to them. Like, at this point, they're heading towards choosing to not have anything, to let it go. This great opportunity is just going to leave, and they're just not going to get it. They have the willpower to get what they want, but they have to make the choice now. It's time to make the choice. I feel like you're very helpful for this person. You're just highlighting, like, listen, if you want something, you got 2 weeks, choose it. Otherwise, I'm moving on. Because I'm not just going to sit around here and wait for you just to let things pass you by. I got things to do. Are we good? I don't think it's bad. I think it's good. So I think it's going to come across better when you say it, quite frankly, if you go that way. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.